So, hey guys, Momojin here, and welcome back. I know it's been a long year, what? I mean, it's been a long time since I've uploaded content. I'm really sorry because past month I was busy with my exams. But nonetheless, I'm back in action. So, right here, right now, we have support feed featuring Braum, okay, as you know. This gameplay right here is what I had, I think, during the first few days of Braum's release. So, as you can see, during the laning phase, it gets a bit derpy, like, not just on my part, but also on my ADC part, and as you have seen earlier, on the enemy's part as well, that for some reason, the person decided to just stand still and get freaking stunned. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So anyway, right, as you all know, right, this, I know it's a little bit late for a first impressions on Braum video, but nonetheless, I will want to get my thoughts across on this champion. And yeah, so of course, obviously, since this is a new champion, do expect a "this is why we love to play Braum" video. I will try my best to get it up by at least this month. Okay, and if really then. By then it would be like quite late, so or whatever. Okay, I'll try my best. So anyway, back to support feed with Braum. So I can tell you, from my point of view, right, I really agree with what Impact said about Braum. And for all of you guys who don't know who Impact is, he is another support. I think he's a diamond support on the NA servers. Okay, he is known as Impact, spelled as I-M-P-A-K-T. What he says is Braum is not OP, okay? And I really agree with that, considering how much I've played him. Like, since his release, I haven't stopped playing with him in every single normal game. Except for ranked, which I recently started. If it's banned, I can't do anything about it. So anyway, the reason why I feel he's not OP, right, is he is so damn easily kiteable, okay? And his only aggressive skill in this game is his Q, okay? Which they did nerf in this 4.9 patch. But to me, it's no big deal. Like, I don't use Braum's Q to actually poke and harass, unless my ADC is very well capable of following up the, what do you call those? Passive stacks, okay? Stun the enemy and trigger the bonus magic damage effect. But besides that, right, I hardly even spam Q on it. It really depends on like how my ADC plays, whether it's aggressive, semi-aggressive, whatever. Okay, and there you have it. That is another reason why I feel Braum is not OP. He heavily relies on how well his ADC plays out, because the passive, right, is you really need your ADC to like auto attack and stack those passives up to really make Braum like really strong. Like in this case, right? See, in this fight here, right? My ADC manages to kill off, and then I wall just nice in time, but my ADC still dies. I'm so sad, so sorry, Bane. And as you can see, this is actually a normal match. Okay, so as you can see, right, in the earlier stages of Braum's release, and I ran derp there, I don't know why I didn't go back. He was really, people weren't like sure like how the flip to trigger his. I think they know about his passive, but they just weren't aware that it was strong. So what happened was people were getting countered hard. And they assume it's because he's OP, but actually it's not. Every time there's a new champion, right, there is a period of adjustment where people learn to counter him, people learn to play with him, people learn to play with him as an ally, and people learn to play against him, okay? So I don't see that Riot's balances, right, for Braum is kind of unwarranted. Like, at least leave it longer, you know what I'm saying? But whatever. They came in the nerf bats on Braum really fast, and there you have it, you have Dude. Okay, so right here my shield is totally off. I managed to keep my ADC alive. But this is another dirt part. My Vayne doesn't know that I can jump to her, so I was like screaming, "Let me jump you!" And then by the time I could jump, when she was in range, I already got like sniped off by a LeBlanc skill shot. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Everyone is trying to adjust. And mind you, this is a solo queue normal match. So yeah, I do feel he's not OP. It's just that people are like just taking time to adjust to him. The same thing goes with Dota when new heroes were introduced. But anyway, so right, Braum has only one skill that you can use it aggressively. Okay, oops, let me get past this real quick. Don't want you to see me walking like okay, back in action. Alright. And then people take time to adjust, blah blah. No, you know what I'm trying to say. Oh, one thing nice about his passive is when there's clones, right? If you already mark the target, I guess you all already know that you can see which is the original target based on those marks after they split or whatever. Same goes to Shaco, and same goes to a lot of champions with clones, right? So far I'm enjoying Braum a lot. Okay, his mechanics is sort of it's like a guardian. His role, okay, he may be a support, but to me his specific way of playing him is actually a guardian, okay, whereby you actually bounce back and forth between the enemy front line and your ADC, okay, and that's what I really enjoy about Braum's mechanics. For example, take Leona. She is an all initiator, as you guys would probably know by now. But the moment she goes in, it's very hard for her to get back out and go back to her ADC, unless, I mean, just nice not coincidentally, there is enough time in the fight, right, that allows her to Zenith Blade back to an enemy that's chasing her ADC, for example. But for Braum, you have a gap closer to your ally instead of enemy. So then again, that skill doesn't show that he is that OP in terms of aggression and early aggressive lane. He's only relying on his Q. And if you do use W, which is get behind me, onto a creep just to close the gap towards an enemy, right? You're gonna throw away the reward of the potential MR and armor boost that you could provide to your ADC in the future. And there we have it, the Unbreakable. Once again, it's another defensive mechanic, so yeah, I don't see why he's so strong. But anyway, in here I think Vayne dies, and I die for some reason. I decide to, I have this bad habit when initially in the early stages of Braum, right? I have this bad habit of putting out my shield and just dancing and strafing like a retard, okay? What you're supposed to remind yourself, right guys, is back up if you have nothing to protect. If you're not guarding against anything, like what happened just now, just get back, okay? Of course, in this game you see, like in the early stages, like, what the heck? Why are you so derp support? Like, why are you so derp, Momojin? Don't worry, in this game, right, it gets better. As you see, we will have our first team fight soon, and it is wonderful. From there on, right, it's all uphill for my experience with Braum. It's all uphill for my experience with Braum. So, okay, let me see, what else do I have to say? His ult, once again, you may use it as a, how do I put this, as a skill to sort of like gank or chase enemy champions, right? Okay, but let me tell you this, its best effect comes from using it as a pulverise skill. I will talk more about it in my tip and trick video. Okay, this is the first team fight that I actually really do play out well. In here, right, I'm like, oh shit, sorry man, Kha'Zix, couldn't kill. And then I'm like, Kha'Zix going down, all the enemies going down, screw that, I'm not going down. Back down, I'll get my ass handed to me. So I make my way up, I circumvent back to the tri-brush, and that is at my ass. This is when I use my ult to sort of like initiate, help more CC in front. And this is where, yeah, I did some nice walls, and Fiddlesticks gets a double kill, which I'm like, yeah, big success, you know. Yeah, so moving on, let's see. I'll fast forward to all the like really good clips. And of course, right, for all of you who do not know, right, if you haven't watched my support of feed with Yasuo video, right, I was actually playing a lot of support Yasuo. I was actually playing a lot of support Yasuo just to brace myself for that kind of support guardian mechanic for my ADC, to brace myself for Braum. So I was actually playing Yasuo support a lot, and many of you may disagree and many of you may agree, but that Yasuo is actually the closest champion to Braum's mechanic. Right here, another fight breaks out. Like that, right there, I was like freaking tangoing with my Unbreakable skill up like a real dumbass. Okay, I have no idea why I do that sometimes. But as I progress on with Braum, my awareness gets better and better, and my champion control, whatever. Okay, so here I'm dead once again. Boo-hoo to me. Yeah, so I was playing a ton of Yasuo support, and I was actually really happy with like how I could play him off with his windwall. I was practicing windwall in accordance with Unbreakable skill. Yeah, but I will definitely cover more things. This is where I face like freaking die. Oh, sad life Braum, and I have no one to jump to. Shit, time to fast forward again. Oh man. Yeah, so I'm really happy about this champion so far, and I'm just addicted to him. Like, but once again, right? Once again, right? Like all new champions, people need time to adjust, like I said earlier. And I tell you, like when I'm playing solo queue, and especially when my ADC is just not used to a Braum support, and it's a pub, I scream at the top of my lungs saying, please, fully stack my passive, please. And I tell you, I get so frustrated. It's that same thing that happens with when Thresh was introduced. I believe Thresh was the last support champion introduced, right? It was Lulu, Thresh, then Braum, right? Or Thresh, Lulu, Braum. Anyway, I can't remember. Anyway, when I see 3 stacks and just 1 stack away from proccing the stun, I get so freaking frustrated. And I know any of you Braum players out there, you know how exactly this feels. And yeah, it's the exact same thing when Thresh was introduced, and then there was the lantern mechanic where your allies could interact. Okay, hey guys, it took like at least half a year. Okay, maybe not half a year, but it took a few months at least for like the community to actually get used to right-clicking the freaking lanterns. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I think another fight breaks out here. Here am I, like running my Gargle's lens, breaking them freaking wards, because I hate them wards. My team gets caught. I'm like, oh shit, that's a shit out right there. If you guys didn't know this, hit nothing. Because of course there's LeBlanc, I know, blah blah blah, but that's just excuses. So Yasuo keeps wanting to go in, I go stand behind him to me, and I just die. I just absorb so much damage here and die like a sad thing. And then here I'm like, Yasuo, why didn't you ult? You could have potentially raped them, you know, especially when Fiddle was here. His ult could just Yasuo could easily just buy like CC time for Fiddle to easily clear, but nonetheless, we did like kill them all. Like, it's not an ace, LeBlanc managed to survive, but it's a 1, me for 4 pillars, so I guess it's pretty worth it. So yeah, Braum, you just gotta dive your team, and don't be afraid to take hits, you know. So what else? Oh, better fast forward this. Sadness. Shopping, yeah, I have a tendency to do that. Please don't, guys. At this like level, I'm supposedly flat, and I still do this kind of scrub plays. And this is where the enemy ADC gets caught off. Yeah, you proc the stun, plus dead. Especially in a 2v1 basis, right? It's really hard to get off, especially when your ADC is fat. So yeah, let's see. Let's fast forward this farming. Okay, I think this is where another fight breaks out. Okay, so as you can see, right, the current score is 19-19. Even though Braum supposedly is OP, like I said, when it first introduced, everyone's trying to figure out what the hell is how the hell people are supposed to play with this champ. So my vein goes a bit balls deep there. And yeah, Renekton initiates, and I just throw all. This is where I totally failed. You saw the Z, right? Went straight for my freaking ADC. I didn't even go like closing my gap with her. I just went like, oh whatever, I'm abandoning you, and I didn't even realize. Here try to chase LeBlanc. Of course we are unsuccessful. As you can see the mini map, right? Because the fog of war is like totally, you can see for both sides. She goes there, I'm like, where the hell is she? And then I keep going back and forth. Can't find her. Actually she's like at the bottom right brush, teleporting back already, so too bad. And then this is where my team starts to get derpy. I'm like, hey guys, we just cleared them, why don't we just get dragon? Done. Now we start to get again after they all respawn, but thank goodness they didn't come back to contest with did I say Baron? I mean dragon. So oh yeah guys, I know many of you have already seen like the sort of like alpha or alpha footage of the new map layout, the graphically. Oh, it's so sweet, guys. I can't wait for it. I know many of them say like, hey, doesn't the layout kind of look like the Dota, like gritty, the dull kind of surfacing color template? I'm like, yeah, it kind of does. But one thing that League does better, I realized, in compared to oh, this is where our fight breaks out, and we do pretty well. See, Vayne focuses on everyone, and then procs on our stun. Evelyn goes down after getting condemned. Boom! Nice. Okay, and then my Vayne gets a double kill. Okay, so anyway, the new map layout, right? One thing I give League off for, like, give credit for League is how dynamic the animations and how fluid the character animation of their of anything for that matter, like the new introductions, the new changes, right, of the neutral creeps. My gosh, the way they move and all the animations when they spawn in, just from spawning in, they are just giving us a glimpse of those new like character models, right? Just with them spawning in, the Baron, the Dragon, and the blue golems, the red lizard, and like the wolves. My goodness, I was like so stunned. I was like, I could like just, if I've ever played jungle, right, I would probably like just camp and wait for the freaking camp to spawn, man. Yeah, and that's not inclusive of their new attack animations and all that. So I'm really excited for it. And yeah, even though people say it's like, oh, it looks like Dota, guys, come on, like, you know, give League some credit. So as you can see in the previous team fight, I saved Vayne pretty well there because of my Unbreakable shield. Enemy will continue to apply pressure at the bottom. Now we'll pass forward. So at this point of time, right, the true carry of our team is actually Fiddlesticks. And I think this one last team fight breaks out here. Yeah, this is the last one. Okay guys, so here, Renekton decides to play a little derp and just get fully stacked on. Yasuo goes in ult. Freaking complete slices. I go Unbreakable and I shield just nicely towards the Vayne and LeBlanc that comes in from the right. And then we just clean them up. Okay? Remaining guy, oh my gosh, just gets stacked on, gets stunned. So there you have it. That was my first impressions of Braum, even though it was like, I think 1 month late. But nonetheless guys, I'm glad I'm back, giving you guys some more content, and hope to see you guys soon in the next video. I do intend to cover tips and tricks. Go ahead and check out my other videos. So I'm waiting for them to surrender. Come on guys, it's about somewhere here. Yeah, there you have it. Victory! Ciao guys.